Good morning, friends. Last class, how to crystal field splitting energy for octahedral complexes completed. Today, tetrahedral complexes. Tetrahedral complexes. First, five shells are isolated. Then it is can goes to the excited. This is called degenerated or in excited. This is called as a isolated means those are splitting in a tetrahedral means before octahedral ki opposite, that is called tetrahedral in shape. So before you are writing with T2G and EG, but today you are writing with here T2G, here having EG will be there. This is nothing but average energy. This difference between that is called as a delta T. Octahedral means delta 0, tetrahedral means delta T. This is called as a crystal field splitting energy for tetrahedral complexes. This is known as EG, this is known as T2G there. Now this fraction is goes to 3 by 5, this fraction is equal to 2 by 5, means 0.4, this is equal to 0.6. Therefore, the difference in between T2G and EG is nothing but crystal field splitting energy for tetrahedral complexes, that is called delta T. This is nothing but the average energy or Barbidan zone, that is. So, average energy. Now, so this is the energy means now here from upside means energy value increases. Therefore, this is a very important is T2G, the energy will be 2Tg having greater will be the Eg for tetrahedral complexes, that is. But here in between the axis and on the axis means in between the axis having repulsions will be more compared with the on the axis for the tetrahedral complexes. But all in tetrahedrals, the edge and corners will be so goes to with on the axis will be having less energy, and between the axis will be more repulsions when the ligands will be so bond with the tetrahedron corners, that is named as T2G. Therefore, here more will be repulsion water. T2G having more repulsions. More repulsions means between the axes. So more will be the repulsions means more will be the energy is there. So more will be energy means lesser will be the stability. That is very important. That's why once you know the octahedral complexes, automatically you know opposite to the tetrahedral complexes. Therefore here Eg is there, this is T2G is there. So Eg having less energy, T2G having more energy. Now I am taking as some examples for I am taking. Suppose for example D5 system I am taking. First strong ligand, second weak ligand. Okay na? This is a very important calculation part. In D5 system, in tetrahedral complexes, one is called strong ligand, second one is called weak ligand. Strong ligand means inner complex, weak ligand means outer complex. So first we can case strong ligand I am taken. So here D5 is there. Now here D5 means Eg having 4 electrons are pairing. Now here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, here 1. Therefore Eg 4 and T2G having 1. Therefore here 0.6 into 4 minus 0.4 into 1. Therefore 0.4 means 0.6 into 4 means 2.4 minus 0.4, that is equal 2.0 tetrahedral. That is the word. Okay. Next, the same thing weak ligand is there. Weak ligand to D5 system, that gives Eg having 2, first 2 electrons are so filled, Next one what we called, so T2G having 3 electrons. Okay, weak field means first half field, then you can goes to 1 electron goes to outside. Now how to fill the electrons? Here 1, here 2, 3, 4, 5. Why? Because this is a weak ligand. So therefore Eg 2 electron, T2G is equal to 3. Therefore now 0.6 into 2 minus, so 3 electrons into 0.4, so 1.2, therefore 1.2, that is equal to 0 for D5 tetrahedral weak ligand. The crystal field splitting energy will become so 0. Okay, now are you understanding that one? The same thing, second I am taking. So in a D3 system I am taking. D3 system means strong ligand, weak ligand I am taking. For strong ligand means what is that? Strong ligand means all 3 electrons are pairing here, means 0.64 into 3 minus 0.41, so 6 3 is 1.2, answer is equal to 1.2 delta 0. Now weak ligand I am taking. Here 2 electron, here 1 electron. Therefore 0.6 into 2 minus 0.4 into 1. That implies 1.2 minus 0.4, that is equal to 0.8 delta T. That is equal to second example. Now third example I am taking. D8 system for a strong ligand. Second one is called weak ligand. I am taking. Now you can observe. For a strong ligand means pairing takes place. That's why here 0.6. Here totally 4 electrons are pairing minus remaining electrons is how many there? 0.4 into 4 electrons I am taken. Okay na? Here strong ligand means all electrons pairing 4. Next after that here 4 electrons is there. Now here 2.4 minus 1.6, answer is equal to 0.6 delta T value. Okay na? Here 0.4, so 2.4 into 1.6 means 0.8 delta T value. That is equal to strong ligand. Next weak ligand is there, means here 0.6 into, okay, D8 system. First 2 electron, next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So D8 system, here 4 electrons, here already 2 electrons are there, here 3 electrons, total of 5, here 6, 7, now you can take it like that, D8. Now here in a D8 system, 1 electron, 2 electron, 3rd electron, 4th electron, 5th electron, 6th electron, 7th electron, 8th electron. 8 electrons are filled by weak field ligand. Now answer is here 0.6 into 4 minus 0.4 into, here how many number of unpaired? So 4, therefore 2.4 minus, so 1.6. Okay, so therefore what is the answer? 2.4 and 1.6 means 0.8 delta T value. Okay na? Now here strong field ligand, here 4 electrons, remaining other 4 electrons, 4 plus 4. But here 0.64 into 4, 0.6 into 4. This is called as a strong ligand. All 4 electrons are pairing. Okay. So remaining 4 electrons you can written as. But whereas in a weak ligand also, here 2 electron first, here 3 electrons, 5. 5 plus 2, 7, here also there. What you can understanding, in D8 system in tetrahedral complexes, the crystal field splitting energy for strong ligand and weak ligand will be similar. So therefore, what you can observe this one, the strong ligand is there means, the strong ligand is there means, that is having more will be the crystal field energy. So compare with the weak field ligands. That is a very, very important word. Now this is how to calculate the crystal field splitting energy for octahedral and tetrahedral complexes, but given the system, so you have to manipulation like that, then only you have to calculate the crystal field stabilization energy or crystal field splitting energy. You have to calculate with using the different system for strong and weak ligands. This is the calculation about the crystal field splitting energy. That is very important. The next one. So now here very important, T2G having more energy, EG having less energy. So before octahedral complexes, so T2G having low energy and EG having highest energy. So once octahedral complex is clear means, then oppositively you can write it with the tetrahedral complexes. Now, what is the relation between the tetrahedral versus octahedral? Very important. Tetrahedral complexes is equal 4 by 9 into octahedral complexes. Once delta 0 value given, automatically we have to calculate the delta t value, the relation between the tetrahedral and octahedral complexes. Okay na? So this is the calculation of it. If next one, very important, if delta 0 greater than that of the pairing energy. So your delta 0 means octahedral complexes greater than that of the pairing energy. Now pairing energy means the amount of energy required to pairing the electrons inner side, that is called as a pairing energy. If case number 1, if delta 0 greater than that of the P means strong field ligand. Strong field ligand means inner complex compounds. This is a very, very important. So if octahedral complex compound, the crystal field splitting energy greater than that of the pairing energy, then it is called strong field ligand. Every strong field ligand having inner complex compound. Number 2, case number 2, delta 0 less than that of the pairing energy, that be weak field ligand. So other one is called as a outer orbital complexes. These two is a very, very most important. So therefore the strong ligand having delta 0 value more, weak ligand having delta 0 value will become less. Therefore the crystal field splitting energy depends upon the nature of ligand. Nature of ligand means strong ligand having stronger will be the crystal field splitting energy. That means suppose for example when ammonia and also cyanide ion and carbon monoxide which is having delta 0 value will be bigger means, so the order of the spectrochemical series NH3, Cn and CO, therefore CO is a strong ligand, therefore the CO delta 0 of carbon monoxide is greater than that of, so delta 0 of cyanide ion greater than that of delta 0 of NH3. So therefore the crystal field splitting energy depends upon the nature of the ligand. The ligand will be stronger means the delta 0 value also stronger. Second one is called charge is that. Now here charge is directly proportional to the crystal field splitting energy. Where charge is increases means crystal field splitting energy also increases. Third one is called size of the complex transition metal ion. Therefore here 3D, 4D and 5D is there. Therefore 5D series elements having greater will be the delta 0 value and 3D series value will become lower value. So therefore the order of the priority, the 5D series having more will be the delta 0 value compared with 3D. That depends with the size of the transition metal. This is the factors which influenced by the crystal field splitting energy. Number 1, nature of ligand. Second one is charge and third one is size. Where size is increases, the crystal field splitting energy also increases. The charge also increases means crystal field splitting energy also increases. Where increase the ligand, strong ligand means stronger will be the delta 0 value. This is the applications of the crystal field splitting energy. Okay na? So now you can verify it. So in our textbook, one order of the priority is there, spectrochemical series. That is very, very important. Last year you can give the one question comes from the order of the spectrochemical series. That is a weak field. Water before having weak field, What after that what you call a strong field ligand. Like that 2 or 3 times practice and write, and then only you can so very clearly you can comes with the answers. So that's why once again I am telling you that is the order of the priority is there, spectrochemical series. Once we can make open that test book and we have to followed by the order of the priority. Water before means weak field ligand, water after that strong field ligands. Okay na? So this is about the crystal field splitting energy for octahedral and spectrahedral. So valency bond theory, crystal field theory. So both theories are very most important. Maximum question comes from these two theories. Crystal field splitting energy means calculation is there. Valency bond theory means hybridization, shape, inner, outer, strong field, so high field, low spin, high spin, para, dia, how to calculate the magnetic moment. So now these the two theories are very most important. Once I am told, open the test book, spectrochemical series will open, practice 2 or 3 times, water before, weak field, water after that, strong field. Among all the ligand, the carbon monoxide is a topmost strong field ligand. That's why it is having the highest will be the delta 0 value. Okay na? So after that, the relation between the tetrahedral and octahedral, the tetrahedral is equal to 4 by 9 into delta 0 value. Now this is a very important relation between the tetrahedral and octahedral complexes. Okay na? So this is the. After that, total stabilization energy, one question given. So total stabilization energy, that is equal total crystal field splitting energy. Therefore, now what is the formula means? Suppose in octahedral, so octahedral means what you call, so here 0.4 into number of electrons in so T2G n is equal to minus, okay, plus 0.6 into Eg of number of unpaired electron, This is the formula. Total stabilization means minus sign, here a plus sign is there. Total means summation. Therefore, this is called octahedral. Now I am going to the tetrahedral complexes. Now tetrahedral complex is minus 0.6 into Eg of electrons plus 0.4 into T2G into n electrons. This is the formula about the total stabilization energy. But already in octahedral, T2G how many number of electron will be taken means that number of electrons into minus 0.4. Eg lo how many number of electron is there means here 0.6. One example I am told. Now D3 system is there, tetrahedral D3 system. How to calculate the total stabilization energy? Minus 0.6. Strong field is there. Minus 0.6 into 3 minus 0.4. So 0.4 into, so here D3 system, strong field ligand 0.6 into 3 minus 0.4 into 1. So 0 that is. Why? Because here first having so Eg is there. First Eg, after that T2G delta tetrahedral. Now here all electrons are pairing. So therefore it is a strong field ligand. Therefore minus 0.6 into 3 minus 0.6. Therefore minus means 1.8 0. Answer minus 1.8 into 0. That is. But here also in D3 system, tetrahedral complexes 0.6 into 3 minus 0.0. So therefore that value will be 0. Therefore answer is equal minus, so here 1.8 into delta 0. So this is called total stabilization energy. So compulsory sign important. Now if you take with so D7 system for tetrahedral, for the weak field ligand, I am goes to that one. So how to calculate the D7 system? Once you can tell, very important. D7 means weak field ligand. What? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 only. Okay. Now, here very important body minus 0.6 into here 4 plus after that 0.4 into here 3 electron. Therefore, minus 2.4 plus 1.2, that is equal to minus 1.20 for tetrahedral complexes. So this is the value. So well, sign is there means total stabilization energy. Total stabilization energy means adding number of electrons in T2G and EG for octahedral. Number of electrons in EG and T2G is for the tetrahedral complexes. Okay na? So this is about the calculation of octahedral complexes for crystal field splitting energy. Second, total stabilization energy. Third one is spectrochemical series is important. So that depends with the nature of ligand and the charge and the size. Nature of ligand means weaker will be there means weaker will be the crystal field splitting energy. Stronger is there means stronger will be the crystal field splitting energy. So how to calculate with this crystal field splitting energy and total stabilization energy? Here this is a formula. Based on this formula, you have to calculate the octahedral and the tetrahedral for a total stabilization energy. So what is the difference between the crystal field splitting energy and the total stabilization energy means? Crystal field splitting energy means without sign, and the total stabilization energy means the charge is there, sign is there, minus sign is there. So that's why the total stabilization energy and crystal field splitting energy for tetrahedral and octahedral. This is about the total crystal field splitting energy. The next class we have to talk about the stability of the complex and also metal carbonates and the color property there. That three very easiest one, that is complete means almost all the complex compound is completed. The next syllabus, next exam Sunday, the starting to ending total chapter syllabus is there. Next Sunday exam, complex compound total. But majority questions comes from the valency bond theory, crystal field splitting energy. Okay na? You remember that one? You can follow by the test book. So first you have to complete the test book, then go to the other book. So you can come with the maximum marks present in the complex compounds. Okay na? Bye.